Adam Smith was born in a little seaport town near Edinburgh, Scotland.
Professor!
Good evening, everyone.
After winning a scholarship to Oxford, Smith spent his lifetime teaching and writing about money.
Sit right down.
Thank you.
Something of a character himself, Professor Adam Smith was the founder of compassionate capitalism, the father of free enterprise.
And the Brits. Excuse me, Professor.
Of course.
Emily!
Until Smith wrote his famous book, The Wealth of Nations. A nation's wealth was determined by the amount of gold it had piled up in its treasury. Real wealth, argued Smith, came not from hoarding gold, but in liberating people's gifts.
Fantastic, because they have all those savages over there.
That's correct, but we really should look into the situation much.
Boy, come here. Come here, boy. Give me this coin, wench.
Look!
Come here, boy. Let me see it, boy. Ask him for a gold coin, child. He has plenty. Not one gold coin to spare?
My dear Professor, as you well know, wealth comes by accumulating gold, not by giving it away.
Real wealth, sir, comes by increasing the quality of life of people like this child and of the communities in which they live. Your wealth and this nation's wealth is based not on gold in the bank, but on this child's future.
That is charity, sir.
No, I don't speak of charity. I speak of business. Child, where do you work?
In the pin shop, sir.
And what happens in the pin shop?
Well, someone makes the wire. Someone else straightens it. Others cut it to length. I sharpen the wire pieces on a grinding stone.
And how many pins could you make in a day if you were all alone in the pin shop?
Oh, I don't think I could make one, sir. Well, maybe one if I was very careful, but I'm too small to lift the wire coils, you see, and too weak to cut them. But I can polish, sir. 4,000 pins a day.
10 men sitting in the pin shop doing all the tasks it takes to make a pin would produce just 40 pins a day. But when those same tasks are divided up among those men, according to their natural gifts and learned skills, productivity increases to 4,000 pins a day. When we realize that each human being has something unique to contribute, when we liberate his or her individual gifts, when we measure wealth by the number of people whose gifts have been liberated, then a nation grows truly rich and prosperous. When we measure wealth in people and in the quality of their lives, we benefit in other ways as well. Who owns the pin shop, child?
I'm sure I don't, sir.
What would you do if you owned it?
Me, sir? Well, I'd light the fires in the morning.
Why, boy?
So that my fingers wouldn't freeze. I wouldn't waste so much time dropping pins and picking them off the floor again.
What else would you do in the pin shop?
Well, I'd open up the windows, let in the light.
Why?
So that I could see, sir, and work faster and better, and not be pricking myself in the finger all day.
What else, child?
Well, I would make a little tool to grip the pin while I sharpen it, so that it wouldn't get so hot in my hand.
There you have it, man. From the mouth of a child. Ideas that would save money and increase productivity and profit. People, not gold, are our greatest resource. I know who owns the pin shop.
Who, sir?
You own the pin shop, man. This boy works for you. And what is he to show for it but a bent back, a dirty face, and a bright but wasted brain like all the others in your employ? When will you learn? Your future, this nation's future, is in the hands of this boy, not in gold piled up in your bank. Liberate his gifts, and the nation will be strong. Waste his gifts, and the nation has no future.
The mercantilists, people who believed that wealth is created by hoarding gold, were wrong. Professor Smith discovered the key to capitalism. People matter. Adam Smith, the founder of capitalism, believed that competition was the invisible hand that would guide and guard the marketplace. Capitalism would succeed only if people were free. Free to create, to compete, and to consume.
I want to be a teacher someday, like you, Dr. Smith.
You can become anything you want, child.
Watch out for Adam Smith. He puts evil ideas into people's brains.
But my dad worked in the pin shop, and my granddad, and my great-granddad. It's all been planned for me.
But what do you want for your life?
He teaches people to dream, and their dreams become our nightmares.
I want to go to school.
I want to see London.
I want to own a pin factory.
Hey, look, we're workers, born and bred. Forget your factory.
Everyone has a right to own his or her own piece of the world and its resources. It's right to dream. The question is, how do you go about seeing your dream come true?
Well, I could kill the old man in his sleep and steal his factory.
Thunder. Then why haven't you killed and robbed him already?
I've thought of killing him often enough.
But what has kept you from it, lad?
It was the police.
It was the fear of God.
It was the fear of his mother.
Think, son. Why have you not killed and robbed him of his factory?
I don't know. Exactly.
I'll tell you why. It was the invisible hand.
Yeah, woo, woo.
Laugh all you will. The invisible hand is the secret to your success.
Well, I'd still like to kill him.
But what would happen if you did? Why, up until this very day, has the invisible hand led you away from murder and theft?
Well, because killing him would only make things worse for me then.
So, in your own self-interest, your invisible hand has led you to compassion.
Compassion?
Yes, compassion for yourself first. You didn't end up on the gallows, shamed, hanged, and in a pauper's grave.
Yeah, right, but compassion for him.
Of course. He isn't dead. You haven't killed him.
But how will I ever own a factory?
Where has the invisible hand led you so far?
You know, well, I haven't killed him, and that would have put an end to it.
What else?
I've worked in his factory. I know how he makes pins and how I could make them better.
What else?
I know what he pays for the wire and where I could buy it for less. I know what he pays his workers and how I could pay them more.
Good. What else?
I'm not sure we need 2 pin shops in this city.
Let the invisible hand guide you. Remember, competition's healthy. It serves the marketplace like a conscience and guides the economy like an invisible hand to what is best for all of us.
Yeah, but, look, where am I going to get a loan to begin with? What if I don't earn enough money to pay back the loan? How can I be sure it will not fail?
I'm with you, mate.
Here. I know you'll make it, lad. You'll probably need someone to keep your books.
This is a loan. I'll pay each of you back with interest. Thank you. Thank you, each of you. I'll not let you down. And you, little man, the one with all the bright ideas for a better pin shop. You are our first employee. Now, let's hear some more of your bright ideas.
Okay.
And we shall discuss your salary.
Let compassion for yourself and others lead you to your answers. It will not be easy, but keep on dreaming. Never stop, and you will find your way.
Adam Smith believed that self-seeking people are often led by an invisible hand, sometimes without knowing or intending it, to advance the interest of everyone. Compassion, or morality as Smith would have said, is not a luxury, but a necessary ingredient in the formula of success.